The Beige battle cruiser is firmly established, middle-aged, middle of the road, and comfortable in its own skin. There's a lot to like about Ventura, but it is far from flawless. 10 changes that I'd make next time it's in dry dock. Here, ladies and gentlemen, we go. The first change is an obvious one. The buffet. The worst designed buffet on the water. A million tiny, cramped serveries that are closed in figure eights, with 2 ways in, 1 way out, and no way of knowing which way round to go. Money no object, rip it all out and start again. Realistic option, just get rid of the pointless divider walls separating the serveries from the seating area. This will kill the pinch points, stop the horrendous rugby scrum vibe, and make it a viable option for delicate flowers like myself at mealtimes. And put signs up telling skanks to keep their napkins to themselves. Change number 2. Bin the ivory suite and stick a cinema in there. When P&O were speccing Ventura, they went full Jurassic Park. They got so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to consider whether or not they should put a wedding venue on board. It's a sad little room in a horrible location. I mean, getting married is something that you'll only do 4 or 5 times. You should do it somewhere special. Not in a beige room overlooking pasty white sunbathers, echoing with the sound of people having their special areas waxed in the spa next door. A bit of soundproofing and some blackout blinds from Dunelm, stick some comfy seats in here and put on a proper schedule of movies. Jurassic Park, for example. Number 3, open the damn clamshell. Old school loser cruisers like me love doing laps of prom deck. The entire time I was on board Ventura, the stairs onto the clamshell were chained off on both sides. And sure, you can turn around and go back the way you came, but my parents didn't raise me to change direction, thank you very much. Change number 4. Whilst we're sorting out the prom deck, move the smoking area away. It's so narrow that it's impossible to use the prom deck without walking through clouds of other people's smoke. Even if you stay on the non-smoking side, because nobody is policing beasts like these sat smoking right underneath the no smoking signs. The backside of Ventura has a million bits and bobs of outdoor space. Just take your pick. In at 5, flip the gym and Metropolis. Metropolis is a crow's nest style bar, but it's not at the front where you can see where you're going. It's at the back so you can see where you've been. The average Ventura guest is pretty old. They don't need reminding that their best years are behind them. In fact, if we're moving it anyway, rename Metropolis to Crow's Nest. It's not 2010 anymore. Flickery old screens are not space age. And I like brand consistency. Number 6. Either lean into these weird design choices and make this the second cruise ship in the world of Scientology. The Free Wind is the other one, fact fans. Or get rid of this weird sacrificial altar up on Sundeck and bin the weird mini coliseum around the Oasis pool. You can keep the fights to the death spectator free and in the buffet where they belong. Change number 7. It's 2026. People don't buy printouts in cardboard frames anymore. And it's only a matter of time before the weird eyeball pictures go the same way. Shunt up the photo gallery a bit more and share that space with the Cruise Maps promo. That, boys and girls, frees up this space perfectly for a second coffee shop. For reasons unknown, British people on cruise ships are as excited about Costa coffee as package holiday makers in Benidorm when they see a red lion doing a Sunday roast. Tazeen is always rammed. And this area already has the best seats on the ship, staring out of picture windows. This is such an obvious win for everyone involved. Change number 8. Ventura has 2 cabaret bars. Why? Make Tamarind Club the cabaret bar. It's midship and massive, and it can easily accommodate everything that currently goes on in Havana. And because it's open plan, it makes sense to keep that one as the family-friendly venue. This frees up Havana, which is not Cuban-themed, FYI, to become a hybrid of Iona's Limelight and 710 clubs. They can do upcharged dinner and a show in there, as well as more grassroots live music. In at 9, new TVs and VOD in the cabins. The last time I saw a TV like this, it was in my bedroom in 1992, connected to a Sega Mega Drive. How are people old enough to be on Ventura even going to see these little things? And even if they have been in for laser eye surgery, there is nothing to point your eyes at on them anyway. Stick the same video on demand selection on here that the newer ships have already got. Change number 10. Either ditch the Gala Night Parade or do something to improve the crew morale. Ambassador still do a Baked Alaska parade, and they wheel out the crew for a round of applause in the theatre at the end of each voyage. The Ambassador crew are vibrant, smiling, and they look like they are loving life. The Ventura crew are dead behind the eyes. They don't want to be there, limply waving a flag under a cloud of sadness. They don't like it. I don't like it. Get rid of it. There are probably loads of other little changes that we could make, but dry dock doesn't last forever, so we'll have to do some more next time round. Until then, 10 changes that I would make to the BBC. Done.